Alrighty, it's that time again. New arrival of records from Dusty Groove from the US. Pre-cut, so we can get straight into this sucker. Big haul again, if I remember. Alright. Let's see. Oh. Here, receipt. Okay, let's do this. So we're starting off with Houston Person. Sweet buns and barbecue. Tasty. For the tasty price of 12 US. Very good plus. It's about 1973 or something like that. Some nice early 70s stuff. Yes, recorded in 72, released 73. Oh, Grady Tate on drums, very nice. We also got Joe Beck, Ron Carter, Richard T. Some nice Usual Suspects. Some nice funky, groovy soul work there. Alrighty, next. Shaft's Big Score. The second Shaft movie. I think that was actually scored by the director, Gordon Parks. It's about 1972. 72, yep. So the second one. So no Isaac Hayes, but hey, should be nice and funky. Cool cover. But who's that? Macy? Someone? Chapman? Naughty, shouldn't write on your records. Alrighty. So that's pretty tasty, very good condition. Next we have pairing of Roy Ayers with Wayne Henderson, formerly of the Crusades, Jazz Crusaders. When he went and started producing, very good. I think it's about 1978. Step Into Our Life. So it gets a little bit clubby, but it's pretty good because it's Roy Ayers. Let's have a look. Yep, 78 on Polydor. Put it there. All right. So there'll be some nice jazz funk. I'm sure with lots of trombone and vibes, hopefully. Next up, we have Mr. Quincy Jones, Gula Matari. I think this is about 1970, a fairly early one on A&M. Yep. We got $10 on it, very good plus. Covers a little bit, but I think it's a gatefold. There's some nice, tasty tracks on there. Interesting stuff. Oh, look. Same person. This is not too bad, but not interesting. Same person. Alrighty, next. That is hilarious. Next up, we have Herbie Hancock, Freddie Hubbard, Stanley Torrentine, Ron Carter, Jack DeJohnette, Eric Gale in concert volume 2 with a sticker on the front. Someone with a note. Okay, maybe it was from a radio station. Do not use. Cuts are too long. 2 spelled incorrectly. There you go. First track is a skip it. Oh, hopefully it's not too bad. And if you look up there, look at that. Jazz buff only. Well, that's good then. CTI Records, Volume 2. Same thing on the back. Oh, good. You get it clear on the back. Hopefully that front label will come off. But, you know, what do you do? It was $4. Very good condition. All right. Next. Now, this is an interesting one. From the funk side, I believe this is like a bootleg of James Brown / James Brown related acts. But I think it's an unofficial release from like the 90s or something, so it's probably not going to have a lot of notes on here. I reckon soul Brother Records, which sounds fake, but there's some interesting James JB-ish, etc. tracks. We've got some Marvin Whitney there. What else we got? Oh, Sons of Funk, which I think is just JB's. I think a lot of it. There's Maceo, Bobby Boyd, Bill Doggett. So all the suspects around that time. The Last Word, which again I think is just JB's. So it's a collection of sort of rare singles and stuff in a bootleg, which I did pay a little bit for because it was pretty interesting. I think it was like 20 US. So I think it was released in the 90s, but it's all 60s, 70s stuff. Anyway, should be good. Next up, we have Eddie Harris with Free Speech. Free Speech on Atlantic. I think it's about 1970. Something like 1970. We got down there. No, I'm pretty sure it's about 1970. Oh, here we go. There we go, 1970. And I'm sure he's playing some interesting stuff. Oh, he's got a trumpet there instead of a saxophone, so he's branching out. All right, next, our old mate Hubert Laws. A little bit later, a little bit smoother looking. Post CTI. Say It With Silence. It's about 1978, around about there. So probably a little bit more smoothed out. Here we got some Greg Errico. Interesting. Joe Sample, Deborah Laws, his sister. So I got some different people on here. There you go, 78 on CBS. So post CTI. But I think it was like $5 US. Yep, there you go, $5. Say It With Silence. Hopefully not too silent, because that'd be a waste. All right, next. Just Because, Old School Ohio Players compilation. It's a mid-70s compilation, but of stuff that they did in the late 60s, I think, before they went to Westbound. So this is a Just Because one. $5, very good, Not expecting too much. I have heard some of these tracks, sort of R&B-ish, raw, funky stuff, but with the infamous Over the Rainbow that they apparently played at Julie Garland's funeral. Don't know why, because it's quite an odd version. But anyway, there you go. I think they've got some covers on there. Mother-in-Law's not too bad, kind of funky. But anyway, that's a Just Because. Not their best stuff. It was just a cash-in the 70s when they were doing well. Next up, Jimmy Smith, Respect. Huh. Kicking his stuff in front of his organ. That's on Verve. I think it's about 67 or something like that. Don't know what it's going to say on here. Yeah, I think it's around about 66, 67 or 68, somewhere around there. But should be some nice organ grinding stuff. Oh, gatefold. Let's do the gatefold. Let's see what delights we get inside the gatefold. Just for fun. If I can. Oh, get a big write up. Shows the what year? I think I recorded 67, so it's probably out that year. All right, put that back in its cover later. Next, we have Mandrill. Later effort, I think it's 75. Solid. Oh, look, just again because $8, very good. Oh, same person. Damn, I'm getting like the whole collection. Yeah, look, 75. I think it's when it wasn't their whole original band. I think it was some of the originals and then some session plays. I think. So some okay things. I think it's not as solid as their early stuff, but hey, bit of a collecting thing for $8. And lastly, we get Rare Earths One World, $5. Very good plus. And look again. Man, I've cleaned up on this person's old collection, man. So weird. So many of the same person, okay. But it has the absolute seminal I Just Want to Celebrate. There's some other decent tracks on here. For some white guys, but hey. And I think it's 1971. Oh, sort of a matte, very matte cover. Let's have a look. Gatefold. Ooh, special. Nice big artwork. Just gotta be careful. It's getting a bit fragile, this one, I think it's about 71. Oh, there you go, 71. Yep, so very early 70s. But it's some nice, funky, raw stuff. They actually do some nice stuff. And just in case you didn't know, they put a cross next to I Just Want to Celebrate. Just in case you didn't know, that's the key song, I think. Anyway, lots more fun. It's all done. There you go. Cheers.